and for 20 years you didn't identify him, guess what? You got to let it die. I ain't going to get no help. I ain't going to get no help. You got to let it die. I don't care if he raped you. Y'all looking at me real
Come on, Pastor.
I don't care if you weren't old enough to know the difference. As long as you stay a rape victim, you'll never be set free. If David would have held on to his situation, David would have never been the king that God really called him to be, and the bloodline of Jesus Christ would have been stopped and none more. He would have went somewhere and lost his mind. He would have went in a cave and possibly tried to take his life. Don't you know that the devil's trying to get you to commit suicide, baby? Because if he can stop your bloodline, he can stop a mighty move around. There's some things that God wants to do in your life, and you sit around crying over spilled milk. But on today, baby, you got to get up out of your situation, shake yourself off, and say, for God I live and for God I die. Not another day, not another minute. The enemy to hold me back from glorifying my God. Somebody ought to be glorified. I ain't got no help in this thing. Read that right there. But now what? Anybody got some stuff got to die? You ought to tell yourself that self has got to die. You ought to look at your neighbors and neighbor has got to die. Come on, come on, come on. Why should I fast when the thing is dead? Some of y'all want to fast yourself right in the bag here. I'm going to fast, I'm going to pray. No, let that mess go. Let it die and move on. Get you some food so you can go for the journey that God has set before you. Y'all looking at me real funny. Come on, come on, come on, work here. Okay, look, can you bring him back? No. He married. Newsflash. News. He married. He got another woman. They got children. You just baby mama drama. Wow. Y'all looking at me real funny. It's over now. Move on to the next stage in your life. The next stage in your life is glorifying God. The next stage in your life is living for God. The next stage in your life is for praising God. The next stage in your life, God wants to bless you. You can't get it. You can't get it holding on to dead stuff. Yeah, he did do you wrong. He beat you up, impregnated you and left you. Don't pay you no child support, and you walk around bitter and he's destroying your blessing.
Come on, Pastor. Come on.
Every time you see him, you rolling your eyes. Unforgiveness in your heart, that's the reason why your body can't be healed. Y'all looking at me real funny. You walking around halfway cross-eyed, you can't concentrate. You got a man of God all around you trying to love you and show you the good things of God, but you can't see it because you still hurt from where you came from. But I want you to understand something today, baby. You got to let that mess die. Touch your neighbor, it's time to move to a new phase in life. Time to get to a new stage. You done played through that drama. Now it's time for a new stage. Open up your eyes. God trying to show you something, but you can't see the forest because you got too many trees in your way. Y'all looking at me real funny. Come on, read.
I shall go to him, but he shall not return.
I'm going to go to him, but he ain't coming back to me. Go ahead and read. Give me the next verse.
And David comforted Bathsheba.
So what David did was David said, hold up, I'm getting ready to comfort this thing. Go ahead and read, little fro.
I went into her.
Oh! David said, see, some of y'all, I said, some of y'all been asking God because you've been trying to get delivered from fornication. You praying, Lord, take away my sex. I'm going to tell you something right now. You don't want the Lord to take away your sex. Because when you get married, you're going to want to have some sex. Somebody ought to give God some praise. Y'all looking funny. That's the good part about it. So what David did was, David said, this thing is dead. See, when that thing is dead, you can begin to live. David said, that thing, that curse, that thing that I did wrong, held me down, had me fasting every day, had me praying every day, had me in sackcloth and ashes. But when looking at me funny. Go ahead, read.
And they with her, and she bare a son and called his name Solomon.
Oh my God. So when David got delivered from dead work, when David got delivered from the curse, something wonderful came out of the situation.
Oh my God.
It says that they had what? They bare a son.
Yeah.
And they did what? And they called his name Solomon. The one that God gave so much wisdom to. And he said, I will never give another man this kind of wisdom. Don't you know that Solomon would have never been created if David had stayed in the dead word? I can't get you to shout because you're still holding on to your past. I can't get you to shout because you don't feel like that you're worthy of the blessing. If David had that kind of mindset, don't you know that David would have been cut off a long time ago? The blessings of David would have never been created. The son Solomon would have never been created if David had walked around and blamed Bathsheba and said it was Bathsheba's fault. You know how we do when we get in a bad situation. It was that woman's fault. You know how we walking around all these years, he impregnated you, but you opened up your legs. Y'all looking at me real funny. He lied to you, but you set yourself up to be lied to. He raped you, but you was walking around in the house half naked. I can't get no help in here. So now you walk around mad, all upset with the world because you've been through something. Ain't nobody been through no more than David. Yeah, they still trying to identify you, but what God is trying to do is get you out of that situation so they won't even be able to identify you by that thing anymore. They're trying to deliver you. Yeah, you were a whoremonger. You slept with some other people's husbands, but guess what? God is ready to deliver you from that. The folks that were in your neighborhood that used to accuse you, they're getting ready to move. Y'all looking at me funny. Don't you know that when God gets ready to do something in your life, he'll move a whole nation of folks out of your way. So God can get the glory out of your life. Y'all looking at me real funny. Y'all looking at me real funny, real funny. Don't you know that Jacob was a man of God, and Jacob, glory be to God, was a robber. He deceived his brother. Took his brother's birthright and went to another land. Did some great stuff in another land, but there comes a time when you gotta face the giant in your life. Y'all looking at me real funny. So Jacob wrestle with an angel. See, y'all, come on, stop. So you gotta wrestle with that. You gotta wrestle with that thing until you defeat it.
No, that's
And once he defeated that thing, he went to another stage in his life. His name changed from Jacob to Israel. Israel were the promised people of God. There's some promises God has already made in your life, and he's promised it to you, and you won't receive it until you wrestle, until you allow that thing that's been holding you down to die. You might come out halfway crippled, you might come out with one eye, but you're coming out. Y'all looking at me real funny. You might come out cockeyed, but I'm cockeyed in flesh. I can't have no church with y'all, but y'all don't want to have no church up in here. Oh my God. Somebody said the next stage. You're trying to go to the next stage in your life. Stop allowing the enemy to hold you back from what God has for you. David, when he realized that it was something, and people, they still want to call you back. But I'm telling you, God is moving some folks. He's rearranging some stuff so that he can get the glory out of your life. I thank God that David did not sit there and cry in this situation. He gave the situation the attention that it required. After the dead work was over, David got up out of his situation and began to give God the glory. I'm telling you right now, if you want to come out of your situation, you got to start praising God. Because your praises, more blessings begin to come down. Well, have anybody in this house who needs a blessing? We serve an awesome God, and he's worthy of all honor and praise. There's nobody like him who wants to deliver you. You have to move on in your life. Stop crying about it. Don't spend another day fasting about it. Make a decision in your mind that I'm not going to let this thing that has been holding me down cause me to miss the next move of God. Because I want you to know, living waters, that the next